What does it look like to love a community rather than to leave it?
She saved my life.
The people here, they care.
Someone cared enough to help them get better.
My hope for Milwaukee is that we come together as one.
Milwaukee, I love you.
Good morning and welcome to Positively Milwaukee. We are taking the show on the road this morning to the Mitchell Park Domes. We're trying to find some of the most lovely sights the city has to offer, and certainly the Domes has it all. And we know the way our community loves each other is one of the things that makes Milwaukee so beautiful. A local business is seeing that firsthand, how people care, by making symbols of support for people just like us, struggling in Ukraine. Stitching together support. That's what's happening here at the Flags Center in Wauwatosa, where a variety of banners take center stage. Christine Boyle, president and owner of the Flag Center, says the demand for Ukrainian flags remains high.
We've sold more Ukrainian flags in the last year than we have in the entire history of our business.
Boyle shares what customers have been saying.
I'm sad, I'm scared, I'm upset, but what can I do? And I can fly this flag. I can show that I am in support of this and that I'm here to make the world a better place. Like that's what I want to do. So if I can do that, at least I can show a little bit of solidarity.
Mike Kryshak, owner of Rebel Converting, is flying the Ukrainian flag outside all of his businesses.
A lot of people forget about what's actually going on in Ukraine. It's really the senseless murdering of women, children, elderly, and it's just important in our small way to keep us remembering what's going on right there.
Kryshak studied in Poland when it was under communist rule.
I had an opportunity to spend a semester my senior year studying at Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. At the time, it was obviously under Soviet occupation. At the time, people were waiting in line for hours for bread, for meat.
And as the war rages on, many people are doing what they can to help Ukraine, whether it's donate supplies or send monetary gifts.
Look at a good charity that's been vetted and check through a source like Charity Navigator to make sure that the money that you're donating is actually going to where you want it to go.
And many hope that one day we'll find a new way to solve our differences. But for now, millions around the world are showing yellow and blue symbols of solidarity.
It's just really striking to see people coming in and wanting to fly those colors and knowing that they're showing their support, and it is uplifting for some people.
It's so impressive to see how people come together to support one another, even when they have never met. There truly is a lot of good in our world. After a couple of years away because of the pandemic, the Dragon Boat Festival returned to Milwaukee. Now, this event actually brings Chinese culture and tradition to the lakefront. Our Bruce Harrison gives us a behind-the-scenes look at the famous boat races.
You may assume that brute strength is key to winning one of these boat races. And while a little muscle can't hurt, the competitors tell me there's a lot more to it.
Okay, paddles up, take it away.
Off Lakeshore Park, you're nothing without your team. 20 paddlers and a drummer must work in sync for success.
It's a really important role that I hadn't really known about until today. But today, when my team asked me to be the drummer, I had to say yes.
MJ Wong Ingle must have great rhythm. Her team, Elevation, walked away with a silver in their grouping. An extra special award, doing it with Mom.
It was awesome.
Okay.
I just really, really loved it.
And as a first rower, what are your responsibilities?
Oh, well, keep rhythm, watch that drum, and just keep on going with it.
because everyone is like watching my row.
The Milwaukee Chinese Community Center, the Wisconsin chapter of OCA, organized the festival. Alongside racing, there's traditional dance, folk music, and martial arts.
I think it is really good after like what happened with the past few years. It's been hard for the Chinese community to rally, and this is like a really positive thing to write about, which is something that we need.
Event MC Roger Zhang says 44 boats competed. How do you feel about the event today, Roger?
Oh, it's been really beyond all wild expectations. You know, again, after coming back from the pandemic, and we really didn't expect such a great turnout.
A turnout that's about more than a race, but a place and the community.
We have been very happy to be part of this great city of champions. So go Milwaukee.
It's so nice to see things get back to normal after the pandemic. And this is one celebration that is always a lot of fun for everybody. Coming up after the break, we're going to show you how some young Milwaukee people spent their summer learning about history. But before that, we're going to meet Doris Mackey, who helps run everything here at the Domes. She's going to tell us about an exciting event that's happening right now and one that's coming up this fall. But before we go, don't forget lunch with me every other Wednesday at 12:30. I recently talked to our own Tony Atkins, a Milwaukee native who was a reporter here at Team J4 for many years. I talked to him about his exceptional career just before he embarks on another adventure. Tony, by the way, took a job in Orlando. We're going to miss him, but we wish him luck. Every other week, I chat with someone who is doing good in the community, somebody who inspires, and somebody who is truly positively Milwaukee. So don't forget, you can tune in, ask a question, leave a comment, or just listen in. We'd love to have you. Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. We are so excited this morning. We are in the beautiful Mitchell Park Domes, and I am joined by Doris Mackey, and she happens to be the director of the Domes and the horticulturist, and you do all these shows, all this beautiful work. How exciting. What a great job.
It is truly exciting, and it's not just me. It's a beautiful team of horticulturalists. I'm not one of them, but I'm happy to be the leader and the face. I love the Domes and Milwaukee County Parks. This is a very special place.
Yeah, we consider this sort of like our second child, that we have to have the Domes here in town because it's so beautiful and families can come. And you know, really families can come anytime, and it's a beautiful place. It is closed though on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yes, we're currently closed Mondays and Tuesdays. We're open Wednesday through Sunday. We open at 9 to 5 on weekdays, 9 to 4 on weekends.
Oh, wow. Now, right now, there's a beautiful display going on. Can you talk about the fairy gardens that people can see when they come right now for the summer?
Yes, I'll tell you a little bit about the fairy gardens, then you have to come and visit.
Yes.
So it is a very special show. All the shows are inspired by different team members. So this is a big garden. You have to come and find them. They're definitely here. We also want to inspire people at home, because you can also have a fairy garden, even if you don't have a garden. You can do it in just a pot. You can do it in your balcony. The idea is to have fun and just to let it go with the magic of the unknown.
Yeah, and you know, the good thing is just about anybody can garden, you know, at their own pace and their own speed and their own ability. And the beauty of it is that you're seeing the fruits of your labor. And there's something that's happening that after the fairy gardens that you're going to have even more labor, Doris, because you're going to change it over to a fall show.
Yes, it never ends. So we take a little break, 10 days to switch this beautiful circle, remove all the fairy gardens, and there comes the fall. And the annual fall show is for chrysanthemums and mums, and it's going to be called Once Upon a Mom.
Oh, perfect name. I love that. That is beautiful.
Yes.
So the work never stops. And one of the things about people when they come here, they just like to sit and reflect and enjoy nature and feel good about life. Why do you think this is so important to just our psyche, our mental psyche in the Milwaukee area?
Yes, and that's what we want. We want to connect and reconnect sometimes people with the love of nature, people and plants. And if you come here, we just hope that you get inspired in whatever that is. Even if it's not gardening, it could just be whatever is next in your life. But the plants and the environment, I'm sure, will take you there. The colors, the smells, the leaves.
Yes,
it's a very special place.
You know, I felt good just coming here and communing with nature. It makes you feel good about life. Now, Doris, also there's something coming up later this fall. It involves a little brew in our brew city.
Yes, of course. So after a long time, we're very excited to bring music back to the domes. I think people remember that.
Yes.
And we've been waiting for a while, and it's going to be back. Rhythm and Brews. That's going to be September 29th. It's going to be during the fall show. Tickets are on sale right now. If you would like to buy your ticket, is MilwaukeeDomes.org.
I'll remember the date because September 29th just happens to be my birthday. So that's perfect.
We'll have to celebrate here.
A lot of numbers. So I can't. we won't go there. But Doris, one of the best things about being here in the domes is knowing that this is a Milwaukee tradition and it's an institution. And this is near and dear to families' hearts.
Absolutely. It is definitely that, a family tradition. We have so many families that come and visit us. Now we have grandparents with their grandchildren, and they have gotten married here. The holidays is a beautiful tradition here. You have a beautiful Christmas tree and the smell and the sights of poinsettias. It's just what brings you back, I think, is the tradition.
But I think it's something that we all need in our society. Doris Mackey, we appreciate you being with us on Positively Milwaukee. What is more positive than the Mitchell Park Domes? We are so happy that we are here and able to broadcast in this beautiful area, the beautiful fairy gardens. Don't forget, you can bring your family out here, and it's just a nominal fee. It's fun and beauty for everybody. Coming up after the break, summer is coming to a close, believe it or not. We're taking a look back on some of the special experiences area kids got before heading back to school. But first, let's meet our Positively Milwaukee Pet of the Week.
Hi, I'm Johanna with HAWS, the Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha, and today I am joined by my Positively Milwaukee friend Acorn. She is a very happy girl. And she is 9 years old. She came to us initially from down south and was treated from heartworm, and then she got adopted out, and that did not work out. So she is back to us looking for a new home. And this girl is wonderful. She is super, super friendly. She loves her people. She cannot live with another dog, but she can be out walking and be what we call dog adjacent. And this girl loves kids. She adores children and will seek their attention out over adults. If you're not ready for adopting at this current juncture, we have another option for you, and we are looking for foster homes to help us with our mission here at HAWS. We supply medical care, food, and any sort of other supplies you would need for the pet, and you provide a loving space for them to grow, recover, or whatever else they might need. So if you're interested in that, or if you are looking for a super friendly dog who is Positively Milwaukee, come and check out Acorn by going to our website at hawspets.org or giving us a call at 262-542-8851 to find out who we have here that's Positively Milwaukee.
Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. Just like the Mitchell Park Domes here, Washington, D.C. is so beautiful in the summer, and seeing that grandeur is an opportunity many kids in Milwaukee's Amani neighborhood never get to see. Elaine Rojas Castillo spoke to leaders with the Dominican Center about how they made their trip to the nation's capital a dream come true.
All the sights, plenty of history, and lots to do. It's all stuffed into just 60 square miles of Washington, D.C.
It's a lot of walking, but they gonna make it, and you can learn new things out there.
Davida Brown and Enviana Scott are just two of the young people from Milwaukee's Amani neighborhood who visited our nation's capital this summer. Dominican Center Youth Coordinator Amanda Clark says it's an amazing opportunity.
That there's a world outside of Milwaukee. A lot of the youth that we service, don't even make it downtown.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know none of these people until we went on the trip. It was scary, but I had fun.
Meeting all those new people helped Enviana and Davida open up to new perspectives.
It helps to be nice to other people when you meet them in person.
Davida and Enviana had plenty of eye-opening experiences during their trip. They visited the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, the Vietnam Memorial Wall, and the National Museum of African American History and Culture.
A lot of people went through stuff back in the day, and we don't have to go through it, but we still act stupid.
Enviana says despite a lot of progress, America has a long way to go for a bright future. Amanda Clark says a great first step is helping kids become better versions of themselves, something she works on year-round.
A big part of it is just finding the youth in this community, in this neighborhood, and getting them connected to resources, programming that can keep them out of trouble.
She says her work includes everything from helping young people navigate job challenges to coming out to their parents. Amanda wants her kids to know they have a lot going for them.
A lot of the times, we really only focus on the Black history and not the Black future.
And this summer's trip to the Capitol helped Enviana and Davida realize what that future can look like. Davida was especially focused on all the references to men in the Constitution and Bill of Rights.
I learned that men mostly did everything while the wives were stay-at-home parents. And for me, in the future, I will learn to do more things other than having my husband do everything.
She said, I'm gonna be president. And I said, you can. And how about you start with being president of the youth council?
And there really is so much to see and do in Washington, D.C. Hopefully the young people who attended this year's trip will help the students next year get a lot more out of their experience. Coming together over a shared experience, that's what happens every summer at Camp Timberlea in East Troy. Andrea Williams talked to some of the campers about what makes this place so special.
For nearly 30 years, the Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundation has hosted a summer camp for burn-injured youth. Michael Wass is the executive director of the foundation.
What started as a grassroots firefighter-run organization has just grown into a thriving nonprofit, serving as a champion for burn survivors, firefighters, and safe communities all across the state.
Camp Timberlea is located in East Troy, and kids are bussed in from all over Wisconsin. Mia Kanatu has attended the camp for the past 8 years. She was injured at a young age while trying to make hot chocolate for her mom, who was under the weather.
I put it on for like 4 minutes, and then when it was done, I tried pulling it out, and the cup spilled. So it spilled on my chest, spilled on my lip, on my nose.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention states that nearly 75% of all burns in children are preventable, with most burns occurring in the kitchen or bathroom.
The number one cause of injury we see is from scald or hot liquids, whether it be stove, pulling water, boiling water off a stovetop or microwave, so prevention is important.
Mia has made many friends over the years and says those connections have really made a difference in her life.
Everybody has their own story, and that's how we connect. And coming here, it's like you don't have to feel like an outsider. Everybody makes you feel like family.
Jeffrey Jordan started attending the camp when he was just 6 years old, and now he's a camp counselor. He says the camp has also helped him in many ways.
What this camp has taught me was that, I just got to be comfortable in my own skin, live my life, and not treat my life any different based on what's happened to me.
He travels all over the country speaking to individuals and organizations about what it means to be a burn survivor.
You have to live the life you have, and you can either do something great with it or you can sit around and be sad.
He's been a part of the camp for 22 years, and even his mom and sister decided to volunteer their time over the years.
My mom, who is a nurse, decided to volunteer as one of the camp nurses, so she got to help out and support the camp. And my sister, who got to see me go every year, when she turned 18, she volunteered to be a counselor.
The sky truly is the limit at Camp Timberlea as the kids soar to new heights The message is clear.
Who you are is more important than what happened to you around here.
And as we all know, prevention is so important. If you'd like more information about how to keep your family safe from burns, we have all that information at tmj4.com. Milwaukee is full of people who go above and beyond to make our community a better place. People just like that are our main reason to smile this morning. We are getting ready for our Positively Milwaukee Awards, and we need your nominations. Last year, our Inspiring Youth Award winner was Leah Rios. She dedicated more than 3,000 hours to volunteering, to stopping bullying, honoring Hispanic heritage, and much more. At just 12 years old, she was our youngest award winner ever.
Leah's been through so much, and she's used that to become a powerful tool for others.
She was like, oh, I really want to keep helping people. I want to do more things.
Leah is out in the community to see who needs the help.
You probably know somebody who is inspiring, uplifting, and just a plain good old person. Nominate them for a Positively Milwaukee Award. Visit tmj4.com to see all 6 categories, including Inspiring Senior, Military Service, and Teacher of the Year. We can't wait to see who's lifting up your neighborhood. I'll be back with my quote of the week. Some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons. Our quote of the week comes from Denzel Washington. You know, he's a famous Hollywood actor. Washington is known for roles like Remember the Titans, Training Day, and The Great Debaters. Denzel Washington has consistently been honored for his work, taking home a Golden Globe and Academy Awards for Best Actor several times. Many cinema experts say his consistent success at the box office really helps to dispel the idea that African American actors could not draw mainstream audiences. Washington himself has been outspoken about working with directors to create roles that better suit black actors. So be like Denzel Washington. Don't worry about what cynics have to say. Do what you know is right. Work to improve your craft. And as always, stay positively Milwaukee.